Hi everyone, me Shubha Purohit. In my first video today I am going to give introduction about science subject, 10th class, whose code is 086 and prescribed NCERT science textbook. And in NCERT science textbook, what has prescribed given in portion, that is course structure, right now I have in my hand, which contains 5 units. First unit is chemical substance, nature and behavior, which carries 25 marks. I am giving right now along with the unit its marks. Okay, let us go with that. So first unit which is chemical substance, 25 marks, completely purely chemistry lessons, where lesson number 1 to lesson number 5 in NCERT science textbook. Next comes to the world of living, which is completely about biology, which has 23 marks, where lesson number in NCERT textbook is lesson number 6 to lesson number 9, as well as lesson number 15 to lesson number 16, purely biology. Let us come to the unit 3, natural phenomena, which carries 12 marks. Along with this, effects of current, which carries 13. Both together, that is unit 3 and 4, purely physics, where lesson number 10 to lesson number 14 in your NCERT textbook you will find. Right now I have, it contains, NCERT textbook contains, you can check it out, lesson number 1 to lesson number 16. It has 16 lessons. In that, last unit is natural resources, which is mixture of, I mean to say that in this lesson 1 is in physics included lesson 14, whereas other lesson number 15 and 16 are included in biology. I myself completely taking physics lessons, which are 5 lessons. The first lesson, that is nothing but a lesson number 10 in NCERT textbook, light, reflection and refraction. Lesson number 11, humanoid, colorful world. Lesson number 12, electricity. 13, magnetic effects of electric current. And the last 14, sources of energy. Let us deal with the first lesson. Today I am going to talk about electricity. I am going to give you, and even I am going to explore your knowledge regarding electricity. Let us start lesson number 12, electricity. The name itself is electrifying, isn't it? Let us see what constitutes electricity and how does it flow in an electric circuit. Factors that controls, regulates the current through an electric circuit. These are the main 3 points which we are going to explore in this electricity lesson. I hope you got it. I repeat, what constitutes electricity is the first point which we are going to understand. And the second one, how does it flow in an electric circuit? That means how electricity flows in a circuit. Factors, there are many factors on which electricity depends or flow of current depends. So that we are going to understand in this lesson. Let us start. The first question, what is electricity? Very simple it is. Electricity is nothing but a form of energy. Very simple, and it's a energy where nowadays day-to-day life we are dependent on this. Without electricity we cannot think of our life. The mobile what you are watching now and the laptop, file, TV, everything depends on it. Let us start this electricity. In electricity there are 2 types, static electricity and current electricity. Let us understand what is static electricity. Static electricity means energy possessed by electrons when they are at rest. Let me give a simple example for you people. You have learned in lower classes, 7th, 8th class, where combing your hair and try to attract the small pieces of paper. That is static electricity. As well as taking balloon, rubbing with the woolen cloth. It also attracts some pieces of paper, even dust also. So these are some examples for static electricity, where electrons are going to accumulate when you go for a friction, when you rub, friction takes place, and you have learned that electricity is going to, that means electrons are going to jump and accumulate on another object and that object attracts the small pieces of paper. Similarly, when the same electrons, when we allow to move, that gives a current. That is nothing but a current electricity. Energy possessed by electrons when they are in motion. That means the electrons, when you allow to move, it possesses a lot of energy. That is what we call it as current electricity. In this lesson, we will start about current electricity. You are going to learn only current electricity. So let us understand, that is the first point, what constitutes electricity. That is, charges constitutes electricity. Charges are the main which constitutes electricity. You people have learned in lower classes there are two types of charges. One is positive and another one is negative charge. Positive charge generally we refer for proton, which you understand in an atom, where an atom consists of a proton and electron. So that electron we consider in physics as negative charge. Remember, always you have learned in chemistry, always proton carries positive charge, electron carries negative charge. Let us understand this with a simple example. All of you have learned, you have understood the meaning of ocean current, air current. What is that meaning of current? Ocean current means what? The waves, ocean waves, which carries energy. That is what we call as a current. Here, electric charges, when they flow, they carry energy. That is the reason we name it as current. Current, electricity. When charges move, they give electricity. That is but electric energy also we can speak about. So whenever I talk about this, let us take one more simple example about a battery. I mean to say the torch. In the torch, all of we have used the torch by pressing a switch on and off. When I make it a switch on, what it happens? Definitely the battery or the bulb glows in the torch. How it glows? It glows because when I press the switch or when I on the switch, what happens? It continues or completes the path. When I again switch off, what happens? It breaks the path. That is what we call as an electric circuit. To understand more about electricity, we need to understand complete circuit. What do you mean by complete circuit? This is the short form of circuit. Okay, complete circuit in the sense, when a closed path, any closed path, if I talk about a battery, which you have learned, this is a symbol of a battery, and a bulb, when I make it join, this is a complete path which we call as a complete circuit. Same thing happens in the torch also. And in the torch, what we use, a battery cell, we call it as, it's a chemical energy. And when you switch on, first the chemical energy converts into electric energy, and that electric energy later converts into light energy. Of course, this is a simple basic idea. But what is exactly current? According to the physics, we need to learn about the definition. What exactly definition says? Let us understand that. Current, which is nothing but flow of, or I can say flow of charges in unit time in unit area. Or the same definition, even call it as rate of flow of charges. Simple. Remember, rate refers always time. So, with respect to time, when we understand the flow of charges, that is what nothing but a current. So, when I mention what is current, then definitely we are going to denote it. How do we denote the current? We denote it as I. Okay, and according to the definition rate of flow of charge, when I put it in the form of a equation, we are going to understand the equation as I is equal to Q by T. Look at here. I is equal to Q by T. Here, what do you mean by Q? Charge. T, time. I, current. And when I introduce this in physics, definitely we understand any physical parameter along with its SI unit. The SI unit for current is, it is nothing but ampere. Now, let me tell you the SI unit of charge is Coulomb. And yeah, you know SI unit of time is second. So, when I write this in this equation, 1 ampere is nothing but 1 coulomb per 1 second. So, we can define 1 ampere as when 1 coulomb of charge flowing in a conductor in 1 second in a cross-section area. So, that is called as 1 ampere. Now, let us understand, in 1 coulomb of charge, how many number of electrons are there? It is known that 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charges. And each charge, 1 electron if I write, each 1 electron has a charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. I repeat, 1 coulomb of charge when I speak, 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons flows. And each electron carries 1.6 to 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb of charge. Remember this. Whereas 1 ampere when I tell, it is a bigger unit of a current. So only what they made a smaller units to measure smaller amount of current. So what is that? Let us understand. 1 milliamp, which is a smaller unit of ampere. 1 milliamp is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 amp. Similarly, 1 microamp is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 amp. So these are the basic idea in which needs to remember also, because we use this one in the numericals to solve so many numericals where milliamp whenever I speak, we have to use the value 10 to the power minus 3 in place of conversion. Okay, wherever milliamp is there, when you convert into ampere, use to that value multiply with 10 to the power minus 3 amp. That's it. Okay, let us understand in a circuit, whenever I speak about current, how do we measure a current? Of course, we have a device to measure that is called as ammeter. Let me give it a smaller circuit diagram where this is the bulb and I connect ammeter to this circuit, how series, this connection we call it as series to this a battery or a cell and one switch. This is the basic circuit diagram where you people have learned in lower classes. And here a minus. Now suppose we are supposed to understand the terminals of ammeter also, where it has plus and minus, whereas a battery also has terminals plus and minus. When we connect minus to minus, this is called as a series connection. Remember, in the series connection, we concentrate on negative charge of a battery has to connect to the negative charge of ammeter only, and ammeter in a circuit has to always connect in series only. This is about how do we use ammeter and how do we measure current in a circuit. Let us understand much more about this. What is that? About how do we have this 1 ampere coulomb second as well as 16 to 10 to the power 18 electrons. 1 electron is equal to this. For that there is a simple formula given. Let me explain that. Simple formula that is equal to Q is equal to N into E. What Q refers? Already I taught you people. That is charge. What NF refers? N refers number of electrons. And what E refers? This is amount of charge, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. By using this formula, we are going to understand how many number of electrons. We can calculate how many number of electrons are present in 1 coulomb of charge, or how many number of coulomb of charge, whatever it is given. So for that, a simple example is given in your textbook, example 12.1. I said example 12.1. Before that, there is a one in-text question which gives you the idea how 1 coulomb of charge has electron 6 into 10 to the power 18. Let us see that. That is given, calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. Let us have a solution for this. What are the given things? Given is Q. Q is equal to 1 coulomb. E is known to us, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and asking N is equal to how much? From the equation Q is equal to NE, we can calculate N is equal to Q by E. So same thing I repeat here. So N is equal to Q by E. Q is 1. E is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and when I go for calculating, remove this point, put 10 by 16, 10 by 16 into 10 to the power 19. When I take this up, this becomes plus 19, and 10 by 16 will become 6.25. It is not 6.25, it is 0.625 into 10 to the power 19, and if I write it in the standard form, 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 joules. A simple calculation where you will understand 1 coulomb of charge, it contains 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. Let us understand another example given in your textbook. Example 12.1. In this example, it is given a current of 0.5 amp is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 10 minutes. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through a circuit. How to solve this? Very simple example. So let us understand this first. Let us write the given things. The given are, first 0.5 amp. What this refers? It is referring I is equal to 0.5 amp. 5. Then what is given? Drawn by a filament of electric bulb for 10 minutes. Of course, this refers time. T is equal to 10 minutes. And asking find the amount of charge. Charge is nothing but Q. Q is equal to how much? We have the formula I is equal to Q by T. Whereas Q is equal to, we need to find Q. So Q is equal to I into T. Before that, let us see whether the given things are in the standard form or not. Time is in minute, but in the standard form it has to be in second. So how to convert? 10 minutes, 10 into 60 seconds. Okay, let us understand that and substitute those values. I is 0.5 into 10 into 60, which is nothing but 600. 5 6 are 30. So after 1 point, so let us go for 300. Q is equal to 300 coulomb. That is 300 coulomb. That's it. Very simple. Okay, in the next video, we will see how this electricity we compare, or flow of electron we compare with gravitational force and its potential difference, what is the meaning of electric potential. Definitely in the next video, we will explore much more about electric potential. Thank you everyone.